But
shit.
Man,
we always jump.
Nah.
So
Never good. Never good.
We ready?
I think we're
set.
See, I like the beard, man.
Internet.
It's nice and dark.
What happened to yours, man?
I'm actually.
You should have dieted. I think you should have dieted.
I'm not doing no more dying.
Is this my good side? You can wave if it's my good side or not.
Here is that.
Yeah, you got a good side. See, the beard looks good on it. See that nice and dark?
But that's natural.
That's not natural.
That's not burnt.
It is.
It is.
It
burnt.
is.
It's burnt.
So my barber.
I gotta hear this. Go ahead.
Said,
facts. So
I got you.
Tell it to the internet right there.
So let me ask you a question. Did you get an irritation when you diet?
No.
You know?
You dyed your joint?
What do you use?
No. He used the Beijing.
He does use Beijing?
Oh,
he did.
Really?
So
get out of here.
What it is that
Larry Hill?
No. This is in California.
This is
nice. This is California.
You ain't fucking with Larry Hill anymore? You know, that's like
I know
family
Larry Hill.
to him.
He's not in California.
He's like that's family to him.
So he cuts my hair,
right?
And he's like, "Oh, you have some like thin spots."
Oh my dude!
Because I cut my beard down.
Yeah, I see.
He's like, "Oh, let me enhance it." So he just spotted up, and it just looked too unnatural for me, just too much.
It looks pretty good, man.
It was really thick, dark, like black, thick. It was
just
too much of my.
Well, I used just for a minute, and it burned the shit out of me. I was all red.
I got no burn. Like it lined up here, lined up here. It was.
So it's all natural.
If I wasn't me, I look really sexy. Like I would have went with it, but I'm not me, so it just wasn't me.
I'm just a salt and pepper guy. You know what I'm saying?
Is that now you're a salt and pepper guy? Internet's just really good. Listen, it's Kick 718. You got your man JoJo. We got Fe Uno. We got our special guest in the building. We got Holiday Vargas one time off his stint of poker espionage.
Yeah.
He did some things in the poker game.
Really?
So we want to welcome him to the show. Vargas was really good. So how you been?
Good. Water brought to you by Way Back When here in Margate Boulevard.
Facts. Devin, you got the address down?
Got it.
We're gonna need to plug
17.
Damn, man, Margate Boulevard. Man, this guy's good. You're hired.
It's the it's the ace of antique neats.
There it is.
Oh, nice. I like this.
No, pretty good. I flew in Wednesday. Was it the 21st or 22nd? Can't remember.
Kind of sort of.
Way back when.
Okay.
And
definitely you flew back. He flew back way back.
Well, you know, he's just plugging the show, but that's a good way back.
Yeah, so it's about like a week ago.
Okay.
Checked in at the Hard Rock, which is
nice,
expanding. That's about 2,000 new jobs.
Right.
Are going to be coming up by August 2019.
That's correct.
We had a great poker tournament there.
Okay.
Almost 900 people. 900 people came.
You guys went in. You guys went all week, right?
900 people paid $3,500.
What?
Prize pool surpassed the records, broke records. Close to $3 million worth of prize pool. The first place took over $500,000. It was really
Can you give us
good.
a name, or you can't give us a name?
I can't pronounce the guy's name.
Brother, he doesn't.
I can't pronounce the guy's name.
Was he Chinese?
No, he was not.
He's Puerto Rican.
Oh, he was?
He's a Trump supporter.
No, he's probably Indian.
I think. Well, we did have a guy
like
from Indiana, a guy from Buffalo, New York, a guy from Czech Republic, a guy from somewhere in Europe. I think like London. His girlfriend was London, or British or whatever they call themselves.
Close.
English.
You got it.
But normally here at Similar, we always have some local guy from Tallahassee, Jacksonville. But nobody local made it.
Was he a whale? Did you have like
no.
Strong enough?
But we did have somebody from the Minnesota soccer team.
Really?
Placed 6. He won $67K, but Sports Illustrated picked it up. He only makes $89K playing soccer.
Oh, so he's gonna be every week, probably every year.
No, that just helped him for like next season. But
Sports Illustrated said he makes a third of what he makes annually, or whatever, a quarter, whatever the case is, But no, that's 10%.
So is this the first event here in South Florida?
No.
What's going on?
The Hard Rock
that you were a part of.
No. I've been here in January, April. And now my first time here at this month in November.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Normally we do 2. Now we pick the third ones, but pretty good.
Hold on, don't go too in because I don't even know. Are we all
good?
Live?
We're live on all these platforms. We're gonna go live for podcast for the actual the one that we're gonna edit and.
Also, this is
all pre-show.
We just talking that talk.
But yeah, so now I go on vacation starting Monday.
Nice, man.
So I'm here relaxing. I called a few times, checked on your show.
Absolutely. We appreciate that.
I've been emailing a few times to get on the show.
That's the Gents Club, everybody. That's the Gents Club. DA Gents Club.
All right, what's going on, Sherman? Even to call in, he just said I couldn't call him. He always pushing back.
Yeah,
a few times.
He's a special guy. We need a whole episode just for him. And if
that's gonna be tonight.
But I'm at my desk 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in California, and I'm like, this is interesting. I just could duck off in a little cubicle and call in. It's like, nah, just wait till you come. I've been waiting for 3 months to come.
You've been letting this man wait for 3 months.
Listen,
I had to call on the bus.
The energy is there. Facts. But
I had to call on the bus.
Listen, first of all, that was the NBA Finals. LeBron James was.
So that was more important than having a guest?
No, we had him on.
But I am consistent.
We had him on.
And he's consistent. You know what? He deserves a prize.
Even from way back when.
Yeah. So we should give him the shoe.
I'll give you a boot.
Give him the Confederate flag.
Even from way back when, 6217 Margate Boulevard.
Oh, wow.
I've been trying to call in.
No. If you call, I'll pick up the phone and say, hey, how you doing, my brother? How you doing? Yeah, I will talk.
You're quick to be like, what you want? Is that Murray?
No.
Murray, you fired, Murray. You can't come back.
But I last saw him on the dance floor.
You saw him on a dance floor?
Facts.
What?
Well, listen, internet. Hold on. Let me introduce you.
What dance floor?
Ready or
ready to go live? All right, ready? Let's do it.
Go live.
Right.
Ready? Count that down. Let's rock.
This is gonna be hold on.
Oh, come on, Faith. You want me to give you the sign?
Internet. We want to welcome you to another episode of the Gents Club, recorded live at Way Back When. This is your man Kick 718. We got Faye Uno in the building. We got JoJo.
For all to evolve.
Facts. We got a special guest in the building. One time we got I want to call him the Hustle Man because he's got a lot of hustles.
Man,
he's a good friend of the shows. He's a good friend of mine. We go back.
How many years?
About 11 years, 10 years, 15,
all
close
right.
to that.
Damn.
Off of his poker stint. We got Holiday Vargas in the building, John.
Good evening, everyone.
So is that actually your name, Holiday Vargas?
Yeah. But I try to sound like Biggie a little bit. Good evening.
What's the name of that song? Good evening. Yeah, sky's the limit.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I tried, but I didn't.
So listen. So we, the internet's catching up to.
My cousin gave me that nickname.
Oh, that's a cool nickname.
Okay, Holiday. Because let's get into why they call you Holiday, sir.
Because from 2006 to 2017, roughly, I traveled like
all he did was travel
all day, every day, living out of hotels.
Damn.
2 bags, drove from one event to next event. So I visited like at least 33 states.
But let's go back a little further. So you traveled, you traveled car, but you also did blimp.
But blimp, yes.
Fact. So what it was, internet. Let me bring you guys in. So. Me and Holiday, we met each other at a retail job that I worked at, and we became good friends. Okay. We stayed in contact throughout some time, and basically he's traveled the world and then some, and he's here back. His latest venture, right, with the poker situation, and that he was also the photographer to my wedding. If Fate knows, right?
Oh wow,
he was there.
I was not invited. I remember.
Were you invited?
No, you never gave me.
You were, bro. You just never showed up.
Yeah, I never got it.
For some reason, the invites wasn't going to Hotmail addresses. So if you had a Hotmail email,
I had a Y-mail.
A lot of people wasn't getting that email.
I had Y-mail.
That email.
Yeah. I'm a phone call away. I'm a phone call away, so I don't know. Yeah, facts.
Facts. So that's just.
You gotta relax. You gotta relax.
That was how many years ago?
What?
No, I don't mean to jump in. I don't mean to jump in, but I was on a TV show with Noriega.
Really?
And Eating on the Run, and he had this corny thing: is you gotta relax. You gotta relax.
But listen. So I wanna.
He's a corny dude.
The reason why I say you gotta relax, and I always give Nori props, because I bite it. I think it's hysterical.
You gotta relax.
I think it's hysterical.
So you're biting off somebody else's line?
No. But I've been said that.
He has. He says it.
But what I say is facts.
Do you have a COA?
Oh, facts.
But does he have a COA of saying that?
True. Do you have his property? Do you have his rights?
No, I don't.
You have no COA of you proving saying it predate his.
Not one bit. I just say, Nori, I bite your shit. Salute to you. But
but coming to this table, if you don't have any COAs, it's not facts.
That's not facts.
Not facts.
So you're stealing somebody's copyright.
Shows the receipts.
They're all online.
That's a new thing, right?
Is this mic moving? Bro? What the fuck?
Why'd
you let it go?
Let it go.
Got a mind of itself.
It's like.
I think he's getting nervous.
So let me ask you, brother. So you
at the retail store, we were driving.
You want to get into?
We were driving.
Oh, Is that what it was?
We were driving, and I was volunteering as a firefighter at that time.
Facts.
Wow.
This is what it was. But they told my man he couldn't be a firefighter.
Why?
For a particular
you didn't pass the test?
Nah.
No, I did pass the test.
I think they said
there's a physical test too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You had to get ready, put on the gear, climb X amount flights of steps.
Okay.
Raise up a hose, charge it, go down, carry a dummy who was like twice your height.
Damn.
And he had to do with I can't remember the name of the terms, but anyway, everything within like X amount minutes.
Yeah.
Everything all passed, but prior to that, I got into a car accident. At my height with this car accident, it just was not good. If I was like 3 inches taller, I would have fought it out, continued, but like I'm sure like
Yeah, Mario knows.
What do I know?
Where does that come from?
I don't even know.
What do you mean by that?
But hold on,
What do you mean?
Before he answers that,
He's gonna kick my ass.
as a firefighter, you're working with at least 100 to 200 pounds worth of just gear before you even move.
Right.
And as for a small guy, like 200 pounds of carrying for like sense of time, it's difficult.
Damn.
So I found I have 8 herniated discs.
Oh
Wow.
Did you see the city
accident? I did not. But I did.
Wow.
I did cause a paralock. Yeah, I was stuck underneath the steering wheel. I was not wearing a seatbelt. It was a.
Technically, it's gonna say it's his fault for not wearing a seatbelt.
Correct.
It
Yeah,
was.
correct.
Well, at least you're.
And it's always true. I was 10 minutes away from my house, like they always say. Accident happened.
Well, at least he's here. You know, he's sort of walking.
I mean, of course.
You can't let it go?
What happened?
No.
Oh, the mic?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good with the mic, brother.
Okay.
Wow, what's wrong?
No, we're good. We're
In
good.
case I need to steer it in the right direction.
That's it.
So, Holiday,
Okay.
So the fire thing stopped. My dad's like, "You're 20 years old.
Okay.
You need to do something. Why don't you go fly blimps with your cousin?" And I was like, "Really? This has been all over. You know,
Really?
he's all over the cases. You know."
Oh, hold on. Was that what cousin was this?
My cousin on my dad's side.
Okay.
I don't think he ever met.
All right.
So it's a good
How
year
old are
clip.
you now? Because you see, you're going back since you were
20
20.
Yeah, I'm going way back when 62, 17.
Way
Market
back
Boulevard.
when. Wow. Internet. Make sure you get in the address.
Come now because it's expanding pretty soon, fall 2019.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I need to
Yeah,
work with this
you
guy.
need
You
to
know
give
what
him
I'm
a
saying?
contract.
Yeah,
in
man.
the market.
I know, man. He's taking me far.
Ah.
All right.
So he's like, yes, my cousin comes back from Australia. He's like, hey, listen, man, it's a one-way ticket. If you want this job, I could get you the phone. I'll give you the phone call, but it's up to you to keep the job.
Right.
Which is, I never heard that before.
Well, what exactly did the job entail?
Oh, job entailing catching a blimp mid-flight, hooking it up into a pole, watching it day and night in storm, thunderstorms, rain, snow, everything. A blimp. Goodyear, Direct TV, everything. But we're doing like football games, college, baseball, League World Series, concerts, everything. I'm just going from Monday Night Football here at the Dolphin Stadiums to next Sunday at Jaguars to be Monday at the
blimp is blimping.
So it was countrywide.
Countrywide, city to city.
That's a badass job. I would like to play. How you doing? I'm in the blimp. You know, just keep going.
I wasn't the blimp pilot, the blimp captain,
still, awesome.
but I was given an opportunity to fly in it.
You were part of staff.
I was part of staff.
I would love that job.
To work my way up, and I was part of the camera team and everything. But yeah, I did it for like from 2006, 2017. But I did take a stint for school. Yeah,
that is awesome.
I slept in hotels.
You came back and you graduated from. You did
the Miami Media School. It's in One Brick Away, 10. I don't know that address.
No, don't worry about it. We're not doing that. we're not going way back when like that.
6217 Margate Boulevard.
Facts. So, what did you graduate in though?
TV, radio, broadcasting.
Nice.
Ooh, okay, and
that's
what it was, and it's helped you. I mean, for
because the direct TV was doing a big surge with big charge of big sports because AT&T bought out Direct TV at the time. Everyone doing these big sports packages. A lot of college was doing these stadium tour, and I got picked up to do the camera team, and then took off and doing World Series, NBA playoffs, All-Star games, Super Bowl, just you name it, just going. But I'm living out of 2 suitcases every single day. Some people get to travel, but I was literally traveling. I was gone 365.
Now, and that was part of the schooling, or that was after
school.
Okay, I remember this pretty like if it was yesterday.
Way back when
you got caught in Japan when the earthquake happened.
Oh, wow.
And
so
the tsunami came and it caused that nuclear disaster. So I remember everybody was frantic, reaching out to
it was 7 days.
Right?
I was there for 3 months, touristing around.
Right.
Yeah, shit, the company's bankrupt.
But you don't gotta whisper, my guy. You good?
So the company got bankrupt. Okay, go ahead.
You can talk like you mean it.
Yeah, talk like
what money?
Yeah, what money? Ain't owe me money.
Good night. So everybody owes you money.
So anyways, yeah. So like this big thing happens 7 days away before I need to leave. So I'm 3 months maxed out.
Now, hold on. Did you feel the actual earthquake?
No. Earthquake happened like in Tallahassee, and I was like in Fort Lauderdale. You know.
Oh, okay.
But it was still strong enough to cause havoc. Everything. It just kept on rolling and rolling. I can't speak. I spoke. I can't read what's going on here. All airports shut down. Everything was done.
Right, because you were getting ready to come back.
Get ready to leave. Yeah, I'm end of my tour. 3 months in Japan. I was in Kyoto at the time, and I was like, how do I leave? Like, what's
guy was stuck.
I'm stuck. But luckily, after like things got settled, if you already had a previous ticket coming in and coming out, those are only flights that are allowed to move, but nobody can buy a new ticket to come.
How far in advance did you have that ticket?
Oh, the company bought the ticket like 5-6 months earlier.
In order for you to be able to get on that
flight, it was already. It was my scheduled flight. Everything was good. I was already pre-booked, scheduled. Everything was all good to go.
So the night that you basically find out that there's that
I thought someone was having sex next door.
Is that what it was? Because they was bumping and grinding. And
I went out. My roommate, my buddy, we all have small rooms. Okay. Small. Well, about the size, literally.
All right.
He comes out, he's like, who's fucking? And then
that's the question. Is who's fucking?
Mm-hmm. We could use that.
And then another buddy was in a tattoo chair getting a tattoo while the earthquake happening. So two of us was asking
did he go fucking from regrets to regrets?
No.
He might have gone regrets.
Imagine a happy ending.
He was shady. But yeah, I thought it was just someone having sex, and that's pretty much it, and it just went on from there.
But they didn't. Okay, so at let's say it happens.
It happened.
The tsunami goes. Things start happening.
The radiation was happening, and it just kept on going and going. It was bad.
What did they say? Like how? Well, let me ask you this: how far were you from that particular?
Yeah.
It was getting close. It was like probably like a 2-3 hour. But to be honest, like it was so unrealistic. This is the part of the worst tragedy I've been involved personally. So I didn't watch TV.
Okay.
I wasn't asking any question. Like I
want to get out.
I disconnected myself from the outside world.
Out of respect.
Not out of respect, because I can't speak it. I can't sympathize. I don't know what to do.
Right, but not even the people that were hitting you up on like
yeah. There was like the internet. My mom was frantic. Everybody was like, "Where am I at? What's going on?" You know. But like, yeah, I didn't know how to react. I was maybe like 23 or 24 at the time. Like, radiation. Like, that's not. I'm from Florida, flat plains. You know, tsunami. Like, what is tsunami? What's an earthquake? What is all this happening around me? I never experienced it in Florida before. Like a hurricane, I could give you that. I could relate to that, but people just floating and dying. It was
you saw that?
I didn't see it, but it was like people were talking about it on the news. It was.
But again, it was like being in hearing that you were in Tallahassee.
But just imagine the Twin Towers came, right? Yeah. And all of a sudden, an earthquake came. Yeah. And all of a sudden, the Hudson River was oil spill. It was just one thing after another,
Wow.
And it just kept. I was like, "Fuck! Like, how do you deal with that?"
And you were able to make it out of Japan that evening, or
no?
What days after?
It was 7 days.
So you actually literally
I made my flight
7 days after the disaster.
Yeah, I think the thing happened like on the 11th, and I flew out the 15th, 16th, or something around that time.
And then you made it back here.
Made it back.
You guys kept flying around.
Yeah.
Okay, damn, that's real.
It was tough.
No, of course, because essentially, it could have been you somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you know the tsunami came and it was what, like 25 feet high, if that, the wave of water.
Right.
So it really caused a lot of damage. So you pass this experience, you move on. What happens next to you? Because I know there was a tragedy.
I quit my job
after that.
After that.
Was it inspired by the event?
No, because I'm going to the same states. I'm not going out of the U.S. anymore. I'm in the same location.
Right.
I meet my current fiance, who I am with right now.
Give her a shout out.
Shout out to the fiance.
No. She we can't give her out. She's on the cover. So
No. You don't literally just say shout out to
to the fiance.
I'll say shout out to my Tuesday boo.
There you go.
Hey,
Tuesday boo.
To my Tuesday boo, but today's Thursday. So you gotta call ahead of time.
That's curry goat for you. You gotta stop.
Yeah, so like I wasn't going anywhere. I just wanted to go back home. I met this lady, and then I quit, and then that was it.
Okay, but you also, I remember you, and again, you suffered a tragedy when you were overseas. You lost, I believe, a relative.
No, I lost him over here. When he was in London, I lost him over here.
Okay.
And then.
So he didn't pass away in Europe?
No, yeah. He passed away in London. London. Right. I was here. It was one of my breaks. Yeah, so that had been, I quit in 2012. So it had been like 13, I think. Okay. Like a year later.
Right. Wow. And how close were you to this cousin?
Really close.
Cousin, right?
Yeah. My dad's sister left Colombia in like 1960s or something, and just like never returned back around.
Now, Internet, I need y'all to understand something. Holiday Vargas is part of this family that's humongous. All right, the family name is Frié. So the Friés in New Jersey, especially in the Hackensack area, maybe even the surrounding areas, are immense. Let's put it this way: my father-in-law went to school with Friés. My wife went to school with Friés, and he happens to be a relative of all of these people. So the family's huge.
Allegedly, there was a Frié who graduated from the same high school like 20 years straight.
Wow.
There's not even alleged. That's like almost.
That's true.
That's like myth. That's like folk story.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
That's how big the family is. So was he a Frié?
No. This is on my dad's side.
Okay.
Dad's side. So that happened. But yeah, so like, I was working with the blimp again, and I got lost in New Jersey.
But what made you go back to the blimp? Because you said that you stepped away.
I stepped away to go to school, because I was just like a grunt work, So now I got this education, TV, radio broadcasting, and opportunity to go with a camera, and now just move up, do something more, make a little more money, have more experience, and then I get lost in New Jersey, and I was like, when my dad says you ever get lost, just mention your uncle's gas station, and I did it, and I was like, oh yeah, the Friés, just go with this and that. So worked out pretty. But yes, I did that for 2 years. The company had like 180 employees, and then they just went down. They shut down. Went down like to 2 people.
So it was a Goodyear company that shut down.
No. It was another company that you could Google and find out.
Okay, facts. Facts. Isn't it so?
That bridge is still rocking and rolling, so I'm not trying to burn anything.
Don't.
Oh, okay.
Burn no bridges.
All right.
Burn no bridges. So, okay, bring everybody up to speed. You did that for a while.
Yes.
And you moved to the West Coast.
Moved to the West Coast, yeah. Before I moved to the West Coast.
Actually, no. Why don't we go back a little further? You became a photographer. Yes?
Or
is that a hobby?
It started a hobby because my friend Andrew, who's...
Okay. You want to give a shout out to Andrew?
Yeah, inmate number 60223 and
way back when?
In Oklahoma right now.
Oh.
So
my God, you don't see my man's all
60279. Who's that? That's gonna be soon to be once it's his number.
718. Zapato.
So he used to have this printer and these index cards.
Okay.
And he taught me how to make postcards. So instead of buying a postcard of Fort Lauderdale and I went to this restaurant, I would take my little Kodak disposable camera, take a photo of it, go to Walgreens, have that printed out, index card, and send that as postcards. So now I'm taking these cool photos as postcards, like, oh, your postcard is hanging on my wall. Like people think I'm buying this, but you're just.
But it's really your actual picture.
It's my actual picture. So I'm creating this eye, and then I'm just doing it, and I get home, and I was like, I gotta make money. I was like, well, I just get the camera, and then I lied.
You lied.
So
he's a shyster.
Someone says, "Oh, my buddy owns this nightlife company. He needs a nightlife photographer."
Facts.
I'm at Seminole Paradise working as assistant manager for this company, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I know how to do that." No,
No
I had no camera. I had nothing on me.
You didn't even have a camera.
I had nothing on me.
Oh my god.
I go and I was like, I borrowed $500, bought the camera, met the guy. 2 days later, he said, "You're hired." I was making $100 an hour.
Damn.
Wow.
Did that, had a good time, enjoyed myself.
So what was the nightlife of?
It was a mobile app to get inside clubs and rate the clubs. And
Oh, that's cool.
so I'm in like these big clubs.
Is that app still running?
It has been sold in, sold out, and it's a new thing called Enlist or something.
So
like
it's
that.
trash right now.
No, it's not trash. It's really good, but like it's.
We're not promoting it here on the Gents Club.
No, it's for the right color.
Are you right?
It's for the right color.
That's what it is.
It's for the right color. So
I like your hat, Joe, but I don't like your face.
That's all right.
And you're a Chicagoan.
I know.
But so Vargas, so you joined forces.
Yeah, photographer getting robbed on Miami Music Week, getting kicked out of clubs because
easy. Hold on, bring that back, brother.
Yeah,
you can't just
so
say
I was gone from 2006, 2012 in a sense, gone. And so I didn't work my way up to do these marquee clubs and parties. So I'm in Dream Nightclub, and I see this big parade there, and I'm taking photos, and I see it's my friend that I've known since like 9th grade. Now he's this prominent figure in nightlife.
Wow.
And he's with
Is that the DJ we know?
No, this is Malik.
Okay.
Of the Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was friends with a liquor ambassador. So now I'm doing all these liquor parties.
Got no thing.
Now I'm doing all these liquor parties.
Man.
So I'm this new photographer.
Doing liquor.
And other photographers are like, who's this guy? I never seen him on a come up.
Right.
So now I'm being kicked out. Now I'm getting kicked out. I'm going, and I got a little too comfortable taking photos in the clubs, and now I'm taking photos outside. And I get to the parking garage, and I got robbed for my camera stuff.
Now, I'm just curious. You started with a $500 camera?
It was a No.
What was your first camera?
It was a T3i Rebel.
Okay.
Oh, my Canon.
Stock lens,
Okay.
like an 1835, I believe, and then the flash.
That's it.
That's it.
And they robbed you.
They robbed me.
But I thought.
But that's the camera you started with?
It's the camera I started with,
geez,
and then I probably had like $2,000 worth of work.
Accessories.
No, in work.
In
pictures.
They took.
So I never got paid because.
So did the club had these guys come out after you taped it or
No.
something?
It was Miami Music Week. Everybody's out going. Like normally, I go in the club with a messenger bag.
Right.
Take my photos, go to the bathroom, or go to an office.
Upload them.
Do I gotta do? And I walk out my bag. No one knows who I am. Change the shirt and this. I just got too cocky.
I thought you got robbed because they pulled over. Or you was like in the street or something.
No. I was in the street walking to the parking garage.
Oh,
I was walking to the parking garage. I just got too comfortable. I was like, this is my city.
But I mean, look, incident. I want you guys to know, like, he was so picky that he went to a Jim Jones photo shoot, and he was like, I don't want to shoot that because that's trash. Like you was really, up there, B. You was really on some other shit.
Because I got invited to do this Art Basel thing.
See how he just shook that off. There's nothing.
This Art Basel thing, and if people are ugly, they're ugly. I'm not gonna take your photo.
Damn, he said people are ugly, they ugly.
You ugly. Just keep on going.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, how do you judge?
I know you judge.
But like you're gonna come here like your outfit's ugly and like you're just ugly yourself, and it's like, and I give these photos to the person who's hiring to get the photos, and it's like a bunch of ugly people. But that's your demographic. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I had to.
Damn, he said ugly.
Yeah, I break it to him.
I was like,
what exactly did you say to the guy?
You're ugly.
Facts. I'm super ugly.
I don't remember word for word, but it was.
I think you told him, yo, that's Jim Jones. He's because he was signing a shoe or something. He was signing stuff. It was an in store. I think you told me.
Like he's burning my own bridges over here.
You're never gonna get hired again.
I didn't say anything. What I did.
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly is the same thing. If you say that, don't say it.
Allegedly, I went to 718 kicking it with a guy.
Facts.
And I told this guy that I was dip into the set, and I was like, "Yo, this guy was just trash. It was just horrible. It was just."
It might have happened.
It might have been Jim Jones.
It might have happened.
I don't know who this guy was.
But I mean, look, he's not even on that no more.
Yeah,
he's moved
done.
on. Yeah. You progressed, sir.
Yeah, this a VL. Who knows what those initials are? But
I will say, my favorite picture. This guy was so raunchy. He took a picture of a girl that had a dress and it was like up too high, and all you saw was clam meat. And I was like,
I get a message. It's still my Instagram. I get a message.
Really, I gotta find his picture. I would like to see this.
Yo, listen, internet, you gotta check him out, my man. Holiday
Vargas.
Holiday Vargas. Is there any?
No.
Just
what do we have here? We have Roger. We have this other guy.
Wait, brother, wait.
A few people. We got a thing. Whoa.
Hey,
my man is out there. Stein. All right.
So anyway, so I get this instant message like, "Have been looking for forever. Can you remove that photo that's now been
get out of here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened.
I was drugged that night by the promoters. I don't remember doing this.
Was that you or was that the young lady who said that?
This is the young lady messaging me.
Oh shit! Okay.
So now it's not only it's on like my personal page, it's on my Instagram, Twitter,
it's everywhere.
It's on my blog.
It went viral.
It's out there. It's out there. And I have my buddy, was a buddy, now associate, whatever, a guy in my phone book. He had a radio show in New York. I gave it to him. It was crawling.
Right.
She sends me a DM like, "Hey, and I don't know who you are, but I think you're the photographer, but can you remove this photo?" She's on this guy dancing.
I'm looking right now.
and the dress is up. And the dress is up. And my caption was just to get into VIP.
Oh, that's a bad caption.
Just to get into VIP.
Dresses up to get into VIP.
That's up your alley. What you talking about?
Hey,
and she's like, "Hey, I don't have any recollections of this. Can you remove this? This is not who I am." Da 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 da. And then her and I keep in contact to this day. She's doing really good. She's a nurse. She's a nurse in Wisconsin.
Did you pull the picture out?
Yeah, pictures all down.
Damn, I like this one.
From the
good. At least the pictures
So
are
if you Google it, it's not gonna come up.
I think it will.
But I mean,
but you took them down from your social
from
media.
where it came from, the source. It's gone.
It's gone. It's gone. But it's on my hard drive number 4.
Okay.
How many hard drives do you
have?
have?
You gotta relax.
Wow.
What do you mean? But you can't. Were you holding out?
I removed it from I removed it from public view internet, but I couldn't remove it from my hard drive.
Okay.
Because it's
so. This is your art.
Not it's my art, but it's a memory from way back when.
Right. Way from Margate? Is that
6217?
Facts.
6217.
6217. So all right, Vargas. So you went. You pretty much have traveled halfway around the world.
Yeah, 33 states in a few countries.
Okay, and you spent some time in Europe, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
and you did some picture taking there. I think it was United Kingdom. You were taking pictures.
Yeah, United Kingdom pictures over there, but majority of my pictures was taken here in the U.S.
Okay, and I know you're a baseball fan, so every city you went to. You did some PR work during the World Series, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Cleveland Indians versus the Chicago Cubs.
The year that the Cubs won.
Game 7.
Damn.
You came out. You were looking official.
It was good. It was probably the most satisfying game I ever got.
Yeah.
How did you pull that off?
I saw that one.
How did through the same work that you did?
The work, yeah. I had passes. The cameras were hooked up.
I love those passes.
I was on field level and everything, and it was just
right. He came up. He was on TV, and
that was the night that Miss Jane was caught smoking weed in the press box.
Oh,
I remember that.
That's right.
Wow. I don't know if you remember that.
Somebody was out there getting high, baby. So who's this person that got high?
Miss Jane, you can Google that one.
I would like to take the ticket. Put it in my store.
You remember that, right?
Yeah.
So they were doing everyone was coming out. All the planes were just random planes were just coming. Everyone was coming in, and they did a pan to the suite, and Miss James was just
right
there. She was getting lit.
The whole suite.
She swallowed. Was it a blunt? Or was it a joint?
She had papers.
Okay. So it was a joint. She might have swallowed the joint.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she just ducked, and it was just. And then I just got fizzled out. So yeah, that's that night. It was raining. It was thunderstorm. It was a rain delay. Then one home run and another home run. It was an amazing. It was probably
one of the best games of all time.
It was probably I felt really special.
Notice it. I got my jersey signed by Rizzo.
You're a White Sox fan.
White Sox, please.
So Vargas, you're obviously we stated you're a baseball fan. What got you into baseball, man?
See, I don't know what exactly got into, but I think it was just a routine I picked up with my father.
Okay, that's what's up. And does it remain till this day? I mean,
yeah,
Bob Dukes is still healthy. You guys
still healthy, still good.
St. Lucie Mets or what?
Yeah, I think one of the best presents I gave him, and I think that
this was dope too. I remember this.
The catch was we went from playing for me catching what you've been giving to me.
Right.
You know,
explain that. What you mean by that?
Because it's like when you're at a young age till you're growing and growing and growing, your dad or people of your influence are dropping these knowledge on you. The jewels, these facts. And it just, at one point of your life, it's just going to just come to you. All of a sudden, you're catching exactly what I'm trying to tell you, like dress clean, do this, do that all of a sudden. So it's like, I just like, hey, we went from playing to now like I'm actually using your guidance, the practice, your guidance, and everything.
So why don't you tell the internet what exactly you did for him? You took him somewhere for his birthday.
So unfortunately, I got into like my fourth car accident or third car accident, and then I was given the opportunity to take him to New York to see the Mets play.
Nice, man, nice.
So he learned baseball, learned English, reading newspapers and reading the English, Spanish thesaurus dictionary. He's never gone to a Mets game in New York.
You took him.
I took him, but it was the middle of beginning of a hurricane. It was the last game of the season. Right. Wow. We get to the gate's canceled. And then we left the next morning.
Right. But you guys.
Yeah, we get to New York. He's because my family started in New Jersey, as he said, and then I was born in Florida, so he has never gone back since I've been alive. 30 years at the time. And we get there, we're riding trains, we're going to these sports bars, just memorabilia, this and that. We're having a great old time.
You guys have hot dogs on the street or what?
I think so, but
facts.
It was the first time that I can remember that my dad and I spent together every day, all day.
Right.
Because it never happens. Like you're with your parents on selective times, but it was the very first time that I was with my dad this length of time.
Well, not to mention because you've been traveling so many years beforehand.
Yeah, but your dad works, your mom works, everybody works. You're never with that person. So we're like sleeping, we're in the room, we're talking, we're doing this. So it was like my mannerism, and I see him, like you picking up. It's like, oh, we're just like syncing.
Put two and two together.
Yeah, definitely. And it was really cool for him to like just. Now he's taking my lead. Now I'm controlling where we're going. We're going to the underground. We're doing this and that. Okay. It was just a hell of a good time. It was a really good time.
So now you're on the West Coast right now because you're
on the West Coast.
You're originally from Florida.
I quit the blimp job before they quit on me.
Right.
I called my old contacts. I was like, listen, I'm done. I'm free agent. I said, well, we can. And I'm just doing one thing at a time. And then all of a sudden the job came up. I had to move to California to get a job.
And how long you been out there in the West Coast now?
Since May 1st.
West Coast living. How do you like it?
Orange County, really good. I think it's better than Florida.
Okay. And in terms of what, though?
I think the culture's more.
Okay.
Where's Orange County?
Orange County, it's Broward County.
Oh, okay.
So San Diego. So I'm an hour from LA, an hour and a half from San Diego. I'm like smack in the middle.
You're right in the middle. Okay.
Let me ask you one thing, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
How are the fires up there from recent weeks affected you guys, if any?
The closest fire was like 3-4 months ago. That's it. But the fires is happening now. It's not even in the sky. Like I don't see it.
You don't see anything.
It's so far away.
Okay.
But from what I'm hearing is that these houses are like the Malibu Paradise area. It's on these hills. It's just one-way routes. So if you're like the 15th car trying to evacuate, you're done because people have trapped in their cars, abandoned their cars, and you can't get out. There's no second, third lane. There's only 1 lane and a half. So like you get there, and it's a roadblock. It's a roadblock by your neighbors or by your so forth. So people are.
You're basically your neighbors are trapped.
Get out of the car. Yeah, you get out of the car and start.
Fires coming, but who's around the corner around the bend? They'll see that. So they get to it. They're like, okay, car's gonna clear. All of a sudden. On. But so I think I read that the city officials planned something, but the fire took a different path, and it didn't go into effect.
Damn. Okay.
It just didn't go on. But yeah, I say it's better than Florida because even though I haven't spent that much time in Florida and grew up in Florida, I don't think Florida has like any culture per se. I think we have a lot of borrowed culture.
Okay. Oh, that's a strong statement.
And then
culture.
And then in California, it's very local. It's how we see it and how when I went there is fucking the same. Over here in Florida is borrowed from people from Connecticut, from Boston. It's an adaptation to here in South Florida.
Okay.
You know?
Because of so many tourists we have. Yeah, I call Florida the sixth borough because everybody from New York is here. Okay. That's how I see it.
Yeah, people from the West Coast, people retire here, so it's not really themselves.
Okay.
You know, so I think just borrowed culture and whatnot.
Got your fans coming through?
Swag, right? I I think me sitting next to them is kind of confusing people.
Is that why?
Because we're both glasses and bald.
If
I'm like talking, lean back.
That's okay. We could make it like a Chinese movie. You talk. I just moved my lips.
They know who Faye wanted. They know who Faye wanted.
Yeah, sure. Here we go. We're gonna do this.
There you go.
Here, we're gonna make adjustments for him. We're gonna make adjustments. Look at this. Oh yeah.
Oh, and I see more of the 6217 Margate Boulevard way back when.
There we go. Kick 718 is not in it, but that's he should be in it because he's the one. He's the one doing the interview.
It's progressive. It's progressive. So, I mean, so you've had quite an interest, and you're at 30-ish?
33.
So you've lived and you've traveled quite a bit for your 33 age.
Yeah, I feel like
years of age.
I've cheated all my life because I've got paid to go places people save money for.
Right.
Enjoy it, man.
Like, I think I spent probably like $30 my entire week at the Hard Rock. Everything was covered. Everything was paid for.
So they got extra rooms. So you want to invite us?
You get a per diem?
No,
I know, right?
They fed us.
Oh, they fed you steak. They give you steak.
You stayed
on property. On property.
Are you still staying there?
Are you still staying there?
How much longer are you gonna be there?
I should go over there. Don't you think?
The gents clubs need to be live.
Yeah, we gotta be live over there. You know, rooms.
People are like, these rooms cost X amount. These poker players are dropping $3,500 up to 5, 10, 15 times.
Really?
Yeah.
So I think there's enough room for 3 more.
Definitely.
So are you here on work?
But then I check out.
Oh, he's here on work.
There's a tab with of $100 for the mini bar.
Air tab. Damn.
Allegedly, soon as you remove,
that's right.
There's a sensor.
That's right.
And that sensor directly bills your card.
Get out of here.
So my.
Wait, hold on, but that's just the liquor.
No, whatever you take out, you go like this. Oh, this is cool. They already charge you.
It's a sensor. It's a sensor. So I'm trying to put my bananas, my strawberries, and
so you're moving things out.
Yeah, like $300 worth of strawberries.
He buys some bananas. He's getting charged $25 for water.
That's crazy. Fruits.
So I'm catching out. My coworker I'm working with, she was in charge. She was like, "Hey, yo, we can't close this deal. You owe." Because I took everything and I placed it right on top of the fridge. And I missed one day of housekeeping, but I was like, "But there's no restocking. You can take the logistics. I'm good to go." But no, Mr. Vargas, it's a sensor. You moved it. You could buy. I was like, how can I buy a Michael Jackson Seminole Hard Rock Pepsi Cola? Like, what gas station has that? Like, I can't buy it and replace it. Like, but yeah, literally, like.
So they went to your room and
they had to confirm and everything. I'm good to go, and I walked out like not paying nothing. But yeah.
How long you with the hotel for?
I was there for 6.5 nights.
So you're done.
Done.
Now you fly back
Sunday.
Nice.
Back to the West Coast.
Back to the West Coast. Vacation starts Monday.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Vacation.
How long you on vacation? They give you like regular? They give you the regular vacation?
Yeah. I got like 40 hours, like sick time, and 40 hours of like paid vacation.
So we never spoke. Where are you working at? What are you doing now? Because you're still a photographer.
No, I'm no longer a photographer. No? I'm involved in this gaming company out of California.
Okay.
And we partnered up with other casinos to host these elaborate poker events.
Okay.
So let's throw one out way back when.
We just did something at Seminole Hard Rock. We got something coming up at the Bellagio, and then I go back to New Jersey at the Borgata.
Okay.
And then I'm in LA, and then I'm in Sacramento.
So what's your role now, going from photography to what?
It's called the event manager.
You're an event manager.
But the best way to make it real is I'm a live event manager. So you meeting with the property, confirm everything that's said on the contract, go back to the office, plan everything, book all the flights, book all the hotels, transportation, all the rules, all the contracts. Now you go day by day of the entire event. If something happens at the event, they're coming to you.
Wow. Let me ask you something, Vargas. Do you get in contact with each player?
Each player
that's interested, or do they have to go through like a tournament to qualify? How does that work exactly?
If you have the money, you put the 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever the buy-in. Okay. Put that and you get to go. But there's also have these satellites where you pay like $100, try your luck, and then you win a seat to the big ticket, to the big show. And now you're playing part of that pool. Right. But there's some guys who spend $3,500 10 times and don't make nothing.
Right.
Wow.
That's crazy.
There's a guy at Borgata. He bought it on a $300 ticket, and he came first place, over $500,000.
Amazing.
It happens.
So he bought a ticket
for $300.
For $300.
Beat that pool of people.
Wow.
Entered the big match
and won the $500,000.
And won $500,000.
Wow. That's it.
So how do you go from photography to that? What made you do it? Do the switch?
Yeah, because you did film when you went to school.
Right.
So how did you get into event planning? Like you're actually in a whole different.
Is it a whole different industry?
Yeah.
Well, I think school taught me how to do things the corporate way.
Okay.
I don't think I wanted school to evolve my career. I wanted school to make a career out of being with the camera. But my dad always said, which I wish he never told me this, either you're gonna do what you like or you're gonna waste time. I'm sorry. Either you're gonna do what you're good at or waste time doing what you like. I've always been good at selling and talking and did a whole hospitality customer service. I never wanted to waste time doing something that I like. So I always gave myself a window. If I can't be this photographer at this level, like I'm not calling it quits. I'm just not
enjoying it.
Yeah, but I always had. I parked cars. I did valet. I sold beer at the Dolphins game. Like I just kept on going and going. Kept on plugging and plugging, and I lied a few times to get jobs.
So by lying, I know you get a job.
What's the moral of the story?
But the more
you lie, you get a job.
The more of the story is, I forgot what guy said this.
Thank you, honey.
The more chances you take, the luckier you get.
Okay.
So if you don't take no chances, nothing's changing. You can't get lucky.
Well, life is about risk.
Not about risk,
but there's always a risk. You know,
it's not about the risk. It's about the opportunity that either you're creating or you put it in front of you.
Right.
You know, so
hold this up for a minute. Because
close this up right now.
He just escaped to the bathroom. Kick 718 left to the bathroom.
We gotta push the
and
handle
his mic is just like dying. It's going up and down.
I told you.
There we go.
There we go. No, almost.
Look at that. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's see if it's there.
Now we're balanced. Now we're good.
Kind of.
It's
slowly.
It's coming. It's coming.
That's what she said. Well, that's what he said.
But yeah. So like, if you're not
kick,
your mic
is going up and down, man.
It's getting cold.
It's like
it's shrinkage.
You can't walk out of the middle of the street. There's no bathroom.
You actually walked out.
It's shrinkage. But yeah, like if you're not taking chances, if you're not going to a state and buying something, you're not gonna find and make $38K on a $1 purchase. You know what I'm trying to say? You're not wasting that gas, make opportunities. You know, I was driving Lyft. Meeting people, doing things, working. This is and that. I was doing weddings.
Are you enjoying this now, or are you looking for another adventure? How's that?
I'm enjoying it. I'm having a great time. I work for this great company. It's a public trading company. I'm learning a whole lot.
The perks are good.
Not the perks are good. It's like I'm 33 at this stage of my life with this limited education that I have.
I'm enjoying life.
And just not enjoying life, enjoying this corporate life.
Okay.
I've never had a corporate life before. Like I've always worked by myself, for myself. Even with the blimp, it was not really a real life because I was like on the field. It was not really a real job. But this corporate job is like I have a business card. I have a phone extension number.
Facts. We gotta get that.
Like, I know how to double side print, double side scan now. Like these are like some real stuff.
So you housebroken now.
I'm corporate housebroken.
So
he's housebroken. Okay,
corporate leadership right here.
And it's interesting because school taught me how to do things correctly.
Correct.
Because I was trying to be cool with it and be funky, this is and that, but people don't want to buy funky. They want to buy what's been done before and continue doing that, you know? Until you build a name, then they're going to buy your style.
Well, let me ask you something, because I know also when you were doing the photography, you actually put out your own personal app. Is the app still something that's running? And if you remember what it was, explain to the internet.
Oh, the app is horrible right now. I'm over 20K in.
Yeah.
No, the app is doing pretty good right now. It's on the Apple Store. It's on the Google Play Store. Definitely go find it.
And what exactly does the app do? Like, because it helps book photographers, right? But there's
correct. Yeah, it's called JPEG. And being raised by my mom and all these females, I don't have any masculine bone in my body. So I reach out to people who are good in their field. I was like, yo, come on, buddy, in San Francisco. I was like, hey, this is the system. This is in that. Drop this, call this, add these letters, and now we have the thing called JPEG. Everybody knows what JPEG is, right?
Of course.
Of
What
course,
is
man.
It's
JPEG?
it's an
Yeah.
image.
It's an image,
Yeah,
right?
It's a file.
It's
a file.
Yeah, it's a file.
Right.
Exactly. So there's other companies. It's called Shotzi and this and that, like just Action or On3. Like what is the name? So, anyways, you go on the app, you pick a photographer, or you search photographer.
Okay.
You see his color coordination. If he's green, he means good to go. If he's yellow, means he's not available.
right.
And if he's red, it means he's currently working.
Simple.
Easy. Simple. You reach because if you go on,
You thought of that?
I thought of
That was your idea. That's pretty cool.
Wow, 504,000. I'm just looking at your Instagram.
it's all right.
Cool.
Right.
But yeah, so it's interesting because if you go on Google or any search engine and you type in photographer, you get all these blogs, all these news stories, and you get a phone number and you got to reach out to them, this and that. But with my app, it's a direct connect.
Right.
Wow.
Direct connect. It's been up and come. It's been going since 2000. We're 18, so 2015.
So this is like your side hustle. You making money with it or what?
I'm trying to. This is it. This is the
He's
meal
trying to be
ticket.
the next Facebook.
This is the meal ticket. This is the meal ticket.
Okay.
Like at first, I wanted to be me.
Right.
But now I think the best thing about this, I think it's gonna be.
It's gonna help all these other.
I think this is gonna sell.
Right.
I think this is ready to be sold.
How are you making money off that right now?
Nah.
How does none?
Nah, it's been pulled in, pulled off. Let's see the phone. I think I maxed out.
Maxed
It
out.
happens.
I
I
maxed out.
I do this all the time.
This is the first time.
The phone's gone,
This is
right?
the first time you max out.
Uh-huh.
How are we doing on this? On no, yeah, don't shut it off.
I saw
Oh,
the,
it's done. What do you mean it's done? Oh, let me get it real quick.
Well, everybody's
Don't,
maxed out?
leave it.
It maxes out. after a
Really?
while.
I didn't know that. That's new.
Yeah.
That's the
This is
first
great,
time.
man. I'm looking at your stuff right now.
Oh, we back on again. We back on.
We're
We back
live.
on.
We're live. We're live.
It was a commercial break. Commercial breaks brought to you by 6217 way back when. Special Antiques here.
The Gents Club. The Gents Club. You got to plug in the Gents
Damn,
Club.
yo, Fred, why you listen? You gotta
I'm
plug
trying
in
to
the
get that knife
test.
I've been eyeing out over there. It cost $20, but I think I earned it.
Is that what it is? You are son.
20 bucks.
Definitely.
You don't want to own nothing.
Okay. Somebody joined in.
Look at that. Commercial
Whiskey
break.
Chick.
We already got it. Who's this?
The Whiskey Chick.
Whiskey Chick is from
Shout out
London.
to Whiskey
She's
Chick.
from London.
Shout
Okay.
out.
Wow.
She
That
has
was different over there.
She
right?
has a great
Like
platform.
12.
Really?
Ask her any drink related stuff. She gets it. She does
Looking
it.
at a Midori sour.
Oh, she's top of the class. Top of the
Nice,
class.
nice.
We never met before, but
She looks-
I was
she
going.
looks fantastic right there.
Whiskey Chick is pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, Whiskey Chick.
Is that so you gotta relax. Yo, so Holiday, man, it's a hell of a. You need to write a book. Have you ever thought about writing a book, putting it down on paper and going? through?
I met this guy, like almost like you guys. I went to school with a guy, hooked up with him, lost contact, saw him again. He gave me this one book, and I was writing a journal for like 10 years.
Wow.
So I have underneath my bed
Stories.
stories.
That's
Right,
awesome.
But
man.
but it's stories from like the date, the time, room numbers, who I slept with, like everything's like
Wow. You got a black book?
Everything's like detailed.
Somebody's
It's
about
gonna be
to get-
rated R. Black book.
Somebody's
It's gonna be rated R.
getting-
Everything is detailed because it's like
Crazy. See that? Rated R.
you can remember stuff, but a lot of things are gonna be like kind of fizzled out.
Okay.
You know, it's like I
Oh,
want
oh,
This is
What got
long.
you to
This is
journaling?
this book because because I was not battling depression,
Okay.
Right.
but I was having a lot of heavy sleeps.
Heavy sleeps.
So I just wrote in my journal because it's lonely on the road. Like I'm eating turkey
Yeah.
sandwiches at a gas station for Thanksgiving. I'm going to Subway for Christmas. I had to watch a blimp in the middle of a rainstorm.
Okay.
And I
You
just
don't
had
realize it like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You
tone.
how he says it like that.
It's
You don't
a
realize.
tone.
You think you're always making the money, and then you see on a gas station getting a bottle of water, getting nothing to eat.
I've written hundreds of postcards, nobody written back. I've called many
Really?
people, nobody called me back.
That
What?
sucks.
You
man.
know, so
I
like-
understand how you feel.
You gotta relax. Trying to call
Facts.
you. Trying to call
Facts.
you to get the
Facts.
show running.
That wedding, yeah, facts. You were the photographer, right?
I was
sure.
I think he had braces at the time.
Wait,
I
California.
did.
And you were from California, right?
I had braces at the
He
time.
California? Oh, he was here? You sure? Because he says, oh, yeah, you were here. You left in May.
You don't even show up to half the shit we invite you to.
26-something years. 20-something years I know this guy.
So I read the book and I'm writing.
What's the name of the book again?
I can't pronounce it.
Okay.
It's the lost art of self-pleasure. The Hidden Zen book. Something like that. So it's pretty much if you have a friend or a friend with a houseboat, it tells you to get the friends with a houseboat, you can have more of a better time. Like if you want to do drugs, but don't become a drug addict.
Right.
So it's like you could have a good time, you can enjoy yourself, but don't become that good time. Okay. You know? Damn. So reading that book, I was like, I am my own fun. Like it's okay that I do this. It's okay. Like before it's like you're weird. It's like I'm just ordinary. Like this is just me. And the book helped me accept who I am. So I'm just writing now. Then I've been sleeping really good ever since then. Like I'm writing, I'm speaking out loud my problems, what I thought were problems, or these consciences I had in my head, because you're by yourself. And like nobody thinks like you, act like you, trick like you. You're your own experience. Right. So I'm just journal page after page. It's like 10 different pages.
And how far are you still writing?
No, I don't write.
You don't write no more.
So the book is complete?
The book's definitely.
Let's do this, man.
The book it's more therapeutic because you're at a different stage in life.
I'm at a different stage in my life because like I did try to write again now that I'm traveling again, but I have such a steady routine. Mentally, I past that stage where I don't need to write anymore because I'm at a better place emotionally, better place mentally and physically, that like I know how to handle different types of stress. Before I was just screaming in the page. It's like, whatever the case is, you know. But I'm just like I was saying outside. You have to be in a good place to enjoy life. That's even though I was traveling all over, having a great old time, World Series, this is and that, like on a viewership. Oh wow, friends having a great old time.
But you weren't really experiencing.
I wasn't.
You were in the moment, but you weren't experiencing the full moment.
Yeah, you're right by yourself.
Right.
Well, it gets lonely.
Lonely, man. You're lonely.
You know, if you don't have someone to share it with.
Every night you're in a different town, different neighborhood.
I didn't see it like
you got to reintroduce yourself every single time. You know, you're
lonely.
Don't know these streets. You know, it's like you're out there. Right. You're exposing yourself, which means you have to find yourself, grow yourself. You got to become a different person. Like I had no resources. Like I'm only getting one paycheck. So like if I spent everything, I'm going to the vending machine with my last dollar and I'm eating that bag of Doritos to sleep.
Wow.
Nice.
I can go to mom's house for dinner. I can't go to this person. Like, you're on your own. And I think I grew up real fast on the road.
Well, you would have to. I mean,
you have to. I got food poisoning.
You learn responsibility.
Yeah, I try to cook or try to cook some soup like my mom, and I had diarrhea for a week. Wow. I didn't know how to cook chicken.
Okay. So what's the next step in this? What's the next chapter in your story, brother?
I think to be this awesome title that I am with this company.
Okay.
Because this company is super cool, super awesome, great opportunities, and dropping that business card and dropping that name, it's a
what has more of a ring to it? The name first of the company or your name? Because I mean you're a celebrity in itself to begin with. Since you know everybody.
Well, I would say a lot of people remember me from the last time they saw me.
Okay.
So they have that story already about me. So if I re-see them and I tell them what I'm doing now, it's them hard to believe. So now that I've left and I'm producing all this content on Instagram and on Facebook, like, oh wow, like I slept on him. I should have taken that phone call from him. Ooh. This crazy idea that he had, I think I should have listened to him.
How's that feel though? Do you feel like ha, I got you?
Not like ha, I got you. It's more of an like I'm not there yet. I gave myself a 10 rung of ladder success.
Okay.
It's like I think I'm like on rung like 6, 7 right now. Like there's still 3 rungs I haven't accomplished yet, but I'm gonna get there soon. But like definitely, it's been an amazing ride to do the things that I've done. Like if I didn't travel with a blimp and now traveling with the poker, I probably would have been fired. But since I've been to the cities all over again,
right.
I've done that stuff already. I'm here to work the 15 hours, do the casino work, going to bed, and that's it. But a lot of the people they're crashing, they're drinking, pounding. You get the company card, you're just throwing it back. No one's touching you because you're in a status of all these. Everything's laid out for. But I'm just here to work.
So you're more on the productive side.
More productive side. Get things going, move things along.
Okay, that's what's up, man. And I mean, guys, do we have any other questions for Vargas?
Yeah,
I just want to know about the Hard Rock.
Well, I want to know. I want to know about the ink. I've been thinking about it a lot.
Okay, let's talk about it.
About getting
this one's actually impressive to me.
Everything's been on the chair.
Meditation.
Nothing's off the wall. From the first tattoo to the last tattoo that I had. A couple of friends from their house.
Really?
From Japan.
Well, what was your first tattoo, brother?
First tattoo was when I was in the fire department.
Oh, nice, man.
I called my lieutenant at the time. I was like, hey, can I get a tattoo? He's like, yeah, of course. I took off my shirt, gave the guy the shirt. I was like, I want this emblem. And I got it, and it just kept growing from there.
I see the meditation. Is that meditation? Like
no, so this is the book. And
really?
There's a guy who's walking blindfold, and this is a sunset. And on the bottom, it says, to live the life you want, you must be willing to live the life that you have.
That is deep.
But when I took it and how I was.
Recite that again. Recite that again.
Live the life you want.
To live the life you want, you must be willing to live the life you have. And how I took it is,
let that sink.
I took it as just being thankful for going where I've gone.
Okay.
So like I'm still happy where I'm still going, but I'm remembering where I've gone
now at
the same time.
But you got so after the firefighter tattoo. That's when you went on the road.
That's when I wrote,
and that's when you were able to pretty much catch the other ones because you have on the other sleeve is a post no bill.
Post no bills,
which meant what to you as well.
Yeah, post no bills, please no. Was it no bacon? What was it again? Was it PNB Nation?
Right.
I thought he was gonna bust out and have a blimp. You know?
Yeah, you got a blimp in it.
Yo, my bag, I have the Goodyear.
But there is a blimp tattoo I'm eventually gonna get.
No. You
yeah,
bring that blimp, you gotta send it to us.
That's it.
You gotta have him back on the show.
Let me see that blimp.
But postal bills. Yeah, postal bills because I was sending my friend who was in jail, just sending postcards to them.
Okay.
And then
that's life, man. They get that card, they get excited. You know,
absolutely.
That's outside.
He came out 5 years later.
Okay.
And he's like, I still got that card. Awesome, it was a big surprise. This and that. I couldn't see him. He was like, oh, yes, my friend. I'm going to see him and da-da-da-da. But then I gave him that card and it was meant and everything. So, So postal bills was something that was more of like an honor of me sending stuff and trying to keep in contact with my families and everything.
What's your most meaningful tattoo? Because I see you got what is that? A mailbox?
It's a mailbox. There's quite a few ones. Probably like my dad's initials, probably the one meaningful that I have. And then I think my dad's initial, then my sister's. Her name's Mercedes. So
what is that?
A Mercedes emblem. This is a Japanese post box.
That's what I was
saying. Okay.
Let me take a look.
You put your fortune cookie inside.
That's how that works. That's how that works for you, right?
Hey,
but this has been an amazing experience here at the Jets Club.
Yeah, listen, I appreciate it. Listen, we appreciate you being here. This is a couple of years ago.
But I don't know what this was before that the other show I was on.
Well, you see, there's different variations of what the show is and was. And this variation, and shout out to the shooter and Rez on the boards. There happen to be other fellas that were on the show that through shifts in energy, they went their way and we did another thing. And they're still part of the show. Whenever they want to come back on. We're in different energies right now.
But I will say that we had a conversation that night. You were drunk. I was not.
Right. Absolutely. Actually, I don't
heard that? He was drunk. Yeah, okay.
I might have been.
Yeah, he was tipsy.
But he was talking like, "Yeah, I want to do this." I was like,
make up your mind. Where you want to go?
Not to make up your mind is that if it catches on, you gotta be ready for that call.
Man, that's true.
Right. Well, you see,
because how you guys were set up, you guys had the soundboards and this is and that. It was really cool. but something was missing.
Did we have the soundboards?
I
don't remember if we had the soundboard. I think we had the same setup.
Yeah, you had a mixer. No, you had a mixer.
That's not that kind of mixer. But I get what you're saying. But we had the layout.
What was different?
Because we were on a picnic table.
Oh, you were on a picnic
table in front of somebody's
house.
Really?
And someone was getting like evicted next door.
Oh, wow.
That night.
No, that was.
I
think he got somebody got out the truck and punctured some tires.
Something was happening.
It got real out in that neighborhood as well.
What hood was this?
This is Davey.
This is Davey. We don't get that here, Margie.
You got TGI.
I got you.
All right, that says enough.
But overall, what you guys do here, you have a platform, you have a name, you got camera here, you got camera there, you got camera there, you got security in the back end right there. You know, like security. Like everything you talked about that night on a brisk Johnny Walker evening, it's like coming to fruition right now.
It definitely is.
Back then, like if I got invited back then, it's like all right.
But you know the trick to that is that like him and I spoke, I think like last week. When you present and you pitch when you present your vision to somebody else, they have to be able to see it in order for them to ride with you.
It's not even that, but I think like back then you were doing it because it was cool. But now, like, bro, you have a logo. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Like before we got counted down, like at the time we're like, it's real light, we're on, let's roll. Like you didn't take it serious.
I get it.
Like over here, like this is like I had to sign an NDA before I came in here. Like this shit is big over here.
The shop owner, he's particular about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Well, we want to internet. We want to thank you for joining us. We want to thank Holiday Vargas. We want to thank security for being in the building. Holiday, where can they find you? Then tell the internets where they can find all about you.
Internet's Pearl with the parentheses S. You can find me on all social media channels at Holiday Vargas, HOLIDAY VARGAS, Holiday Vargas. But definitely catch me Monday through Saturdays at 6217 Margate Boulevard.
Hired,
Monday through Saturdays, I'm at here, but sometimes I'm at lunch. But definitely email us at waybackwhen@gmail.com.
You're not co-signing?
Yes. He's hired.
This guy.
He's hired.
No. Like I'm here for 2 more days. I leave Sunday. I leave Sunday. But I think I come back in between. I got family here. Have a good time.
And it's the holiday season.
It's the holiday season. It's always
definitely be back. Fate Uno, where can they find you at,
bro? On IG, Fate Uno. Definitely check out my stuff. I'm always posting, digital graffiti.
Sexy when he talks. He brings his shoulders in.
Digital.
Makes his lips a little bit.
I want to do that.
His accent just comes alive.
Hey, you already know that's for all to evolve. Universally now omnipotent.
That's how he is.
Also, one more place.
One more place.
Hip Hoppers Unite on Facebook.
Right.
Drop the braces.
Jojo.
We're at
He
already got enough promos for tonight.
I got enough promos thanks to Holiday, but I want to do that sexy. What is it? 6217 Margate Boulevard. That's how you do it?
You got dollar bills?
We got dollar bills. But I just want to let you guys know. But enjoy it. This is life. Like he said it. I love that. What you just said on that arm right now. I'm thinking about it. You gotta enjoy life. Yeah. And that's what we're doing today. We're enjoying life. We're bringing people in.
Absolutely.
I love that. And we also got the Shaq shoe.
We got Shaq shoe. It's for sale.
we got one more thing though.
The ass by Shaq.
Plug your shoe.
Okay.
No, we got one more thing. The Gents Club. The Gents Club. We are now on Patreon. Patreon.com/The Gents Club. We are looking for people to join the club.
Members.
We're looking for members. I do digital graffiti. You join the club, you're gonna get your name somewhere, somehow. We're gonna
get jumped in.
It's the first 10. The first 10 subscribers.
So the first 10. He wanted to do the first 30.
I think
somebody's loving it right now. Look, it's all over your page, man.
Yeah.
It says Joey's hilarious.
What are the names?
Way back when. Some guy named Way Back When.
Are you kidding me?
That's how that works.
I agree with you way back when. Hilarious.
Yeah. So finish plugging this in, brother.
Yeah, that's patreon.com. P-A-T-R-E.
Okay.
I believe it's Patreon. O-N.
No,
because they spell it different.
Just do it right. Look.
They do spell it different.
P-A-Y. Hey. Do the sexy voice. Do it.
Yo, we got the shooter. Yo, the shooter.
He's
Yo,
checking in?
he checked in.
The shooter's on it. What's good, brother?
Yeah. So, yeah, Patreon page.
The contacts, right?
Of course. That's family.
Shooters, there were contacts.
Man, I want to see Shooter. I haven't seen Shooter for a while, man. Yo, we got to give up one more person.
The Shooter sweat bullets.
Yeah,
he sweat bullets.
I bet you, Shooter, you were there at his wedding, weren't you, Shooter, right?
You were certified.
He didn't want to for the toast. For the toast, this guy was like, bro, I got a toast? I didn't want to talk about that.
Explain that. So, we got time?
Your buddy did not want to give a toast.
Steve, we love
Explain that.
DJ Sneaker Steve.
Yeah.
DJ Sneaker Steve. I don't care. Every time we have the show, DJ Sneaker Steve. I love you, man.
God,
Hey, but
we're losing him.
I do appreciate all this hospitality. Had a great time. I will show you the what can I say this? The item that I won today for mentioning the way back when.
Wow.
You see the cool artifact with the COA attached to it on my Instagram post.
Which one is it?
You will see it. Stay tuned. You got to come back to see it. Stay tuned. But how do I get this? Do I go to the YouTube channel to get this?
Yeah.
Go to the
we also
Gents
give
Club.
you a Confederate flag. We love Trump.
Go to thegentsclub.com.
Trump is awesome.
Thegentsclub.com.
Did you hear that? What do you got to say about that?
What he say?
I heard fuck Trump is what I heard.
Listen. If you see Trump with an umbrella and the ladies out in the rain,
that's how it should
you know
be.
you got to step up to keep it.
He don't even know how to. He
helps you better yourself.
Man, he doesn't know how to close the umbrella. What kind of man with 2 fucking brain cells throws the umbrella behind him and gets there for?
Because he has the power.
That's
Look,
power.
Look. Here's Shaq's shoe.
That's power. Shaq got more power.
That is through the shoe.
But did you see the towel when he just tossed it at Puerto Rico?
Oh, that was
an arch on it?
Yo, he had that Glenn Rice arch.
That was amazing. So that's LeBron James.
Yo, take us home, brother.
Take us home.
Come on with it.
Thegentsclub.com.
We out. We good. Vargas,
subscribe.
Thank you again, brother.
Share.
Appreciate you, brother.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir.
You could have been anywhere, but you're here with us tonight.
And I appreciate that. Wow.
That's it. From the 718 to the 305 to the 954, we're here tonight. Appreciate it. All the people that came in. How we doing?
Chill,
Peace out.
Peace.
We're done.
My guy said, we out. Chill.
You been to England?
Scooch.
I love that.
Brother, we definitely.
And who posts this photo of them and the child?
What the?
Apparently,
wow, wait, can I see that one? That's a really nice one. And you follow this one.
Like who posts that?
I would love that.
Listen, women.
Oh, it's a photography person that did that. Photographer guy. Yeah, look, it's a photography from.
I think that's his wife.
Stop it.
It's hot. We're gonna sponsor this right now.
We took him to that show
last
week, and he wanted who you said was hot.
Licorice.
He wanted the drummer.
That's
the
aggressive
drummer.
to wear. That's aggressive to
You
wear.
like that?
She's breastfeeding her baby, fam. Relax.
You cut me down. Hey, your shit's growing. You went from 8 to 9.5.
Is that what it was?
That was it. You might go to 24 inch.
Oh,
you know.
Watch yourself.
You need Jesus.
All right.
You need Jesus.
I'm gonna stop this.
He said,
Look, you got a free Confederate flag, man. that they selling for $10 back to California.
I'm like, no way, man. It's like, that's hilarious, man. Oh my goodness.
So what's next for you guys, man?
Conquer the world, Pinky. We gotta conquer the world. Actually,
we're trying to get. I guess it's early in progression. Is to do another show like we did at the Punks, but do it at
I got something that
it's called
I didn't tell you
Glitch.
this.
It's called like a like an 80s bar.
Tennille's cousin is
Like
an actress.
arcades in it.
Who's in Oakland?
Tennille, my wife.
It's
Okay.
close to it. It's right off. I think it's called Flagler Village.
Her name is Janine.
That's in Oakland. That's in Oakland's right across from the brewery.
She is with.
Right.
She's engaged to a producer named Jonathan Scott.
It's only
Game
beer
show
and have all video games.
No, engaged to a producer
don't they
director
have-
that does
they
the
have-
craze.
Okay.
He's a big producer in England.
Okay.
When I
Yeah,
went
see if
there,
I
it's
can get her
only
on the show.
just beer only.
That'd be great, bro.
Craze, that's her
Okay.
cousin.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah, that's her cousin.
Yeah, but the only thing,
that'd be
my
awesome, bro.
recommendation
Yeah, she's everywhere.
is just
Nice.
stick to a
Sometimes
time.
do a FaceTime in England.
Oh, we could do that. I could
Have
look that
some,
up. I could set it.
So I'm trying to set it up for you.
But if you keep internet
clean
here,
up a little bit, but you
I
guys
am.
not
Like,
too
I already
far.
got it Wednesday.
Nah,
You guys,
Coming.
you guys are like on a second base,
Oh,
ready to get come home.
it will change the video quality to HD.
That's what I want.
Because right now the video quality.
that's
Yeah, from
not
from
good.
that
But
day
the audio
to
quality
here
is
right
good.
now, you guys are doing it, man.
I mean,
Really
that was.
impressed.
What was that?
I'll show you this.
God, you remember that? You had. I think we had cigars that day. We had something. That was a bugged out.
Is that
night.
when the wedding day?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
What are you upset about, bro?
I didn't get invited.
You wouldn't have came anyway.
I would have.
I actually come up. He would have, and it cost me like $35 for the damn invite.
That's awesome.
I said, "Yo, did Joe come? Anybody see Joe?"
Yeah,
Trying to-
I was surprised you came to beer punks.
Why?
I was surprised,
Plus,
but I was happy too
that damn stamp.
because it was your idea, the whole beer punk thing.
I didn't know.
It was.
Okay.
You don't remember?
You don't remember?
Yeah, I said
Right
let's do it
after
at the
you
park,
said-
yeah.
Right after you said "fuck Trump," it was your idea.
Oh, man. I don't know what you guys-
Listen, you were done with
I don't know what you guys talk about. You keep on throwing that at that
It
was
was.
you guys.
What do you mean, you
That
guys?
was you guys.
It was.
Ooh, yeah! Fuck Trump!
No, 'cause
Fuck,
I was
Trump.
acting like a white guy.
Nah,
It was. I was acting like a
You
white guy.
were not acting like a white
I was
guy.
doing it like
You was acting like you was in the WWE.
You-
And not even
Oh,
WWF.
yeah. You remember that? I didn't understand one word. Did you understand him singing? What the hell was that?
What is he talking about?
And the girl was.
Photos, please?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
definitely,
absolutely, bro.
And then the girl with the panties? What the hell was that about?
Yo, she had to get
I didn't hear
comfortable.
one word. And then people saying she's talking. I'm like, I can't hear
She
shit.
was. Did you see the post after?
Yeah.
She goes, "We don't need mics.
We don't need
We
Mike.
don't need mics." She kept rocking out with no
And you guys
mics.
all talk about two in the pink, one in the stink. I was like, what the fuck,
Ready?
man? That was crazy.
No,
Am I taking the picture?
yeah,
You want me to take?
yeah.
Wait, what's going on?
Let me take a picture.
Who's taking the picture?
You, but of us.
Take
You're-
I'll tag you.
That works.
Don't worry, you'll be tagged in it, brother. You'll be the photographer.
Yo, you look at you like, wait, I'm taking a picture. And he's looking at it like, what the fuck?
It's tight.
That was messed up. That was the best. That was good because you looked at it like, what the fuck, man? It's like, this is the Dagents club. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand up because that was hilarious. You saw his face. I wish I had a camera.
Not even because I didn't even make
Listen,
a face.
it was recorded right
You
there.
gotta have the shoe. You gotta have the shoe. The famous
Hold
shoe.
on, have hold the shoe.
Can't do like a horizontal.
I can't even get it. Hold on. I'll get right
Hold on,
here.
hold on. Let me move
Hold
this
on. You
shit.
do your thing. I'll stay right here. Watch this.
No.
Oh,
Get you out of there.
oh my God. That was the best.
That was
That was hilarious, man. His expression was like,
He's like, what?
wait, it's
Wait.
me? It's me? I can't do it?
I'm not gonna be in the picture.
Diabetes. I
I'll
got
tag you,
diabetes.
bro.
I'll tag you on my Skittles.
Hold on, let me get. I gotta get in here. How supposed I get in here? I gotta get this shit. Look at this. I gotta move all this damn thing. I can't wait for the store, so we have our own office over there.
I'll tag him, bro.
That's hilarious, man.
His own store.
Yeah, store. Oh, we're still live.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah, man.
Yo, it was hilarious. Did you see that? Mara was gonna take the picture.
I should have. It should have been me. You got it, bro. You got the shoe?
Oh yeah, that shoe was bigger than
All
him.
right, let's do it.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Come on for the record.
Yeah, let's do it on different phones.
Dude,
You
it's
know,
hilarious.
You
I
gotta
love
let
it.
go
I
of the
just
shoe.
love
baby.
it, dude.
You gotta let
That's the
go.
best.
Put it back. Put it back.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I know the
How
shoe.
he said, yeah, just take a picture. And you're like,
That was good.
Yo, you look like you want to kill him. Like, no, man, we go back 12 years, but Joe, you got a trunk?
That's really not what it was. You out of control. That's what it's
Hilarious.
Let's do some silly photos.
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh,
how he did that, dude. It was like, dude, you laughed, dude. I could have lost that. Dude, you're wrong. I love it. I'm starting to follow him now. Dude, you see some of the pictures he has. The girl in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I paid her $100.
Oh shit! You should let go of the book. Yo, he got some crazy shit. Yo, that was hilarious.
What are you excited about? You excited
you
about
see some of his
girl?
pictures?
Yeah, of course I
I
have.
gotta follow Holiday. Yo, Holiday. We going? Let's go. Holiday.
You guys have one?
Holiday.
I
The
think this is
adapter
yours,
part,
right?
yeah. Not the
I love
people,
it.
though.
Yo, Kicks.
Oh.
Get in here.
Get in there. I'll take a picture. You get in there. I'll take a picture with you. Let you go. I'll take a picture. Just kicks. Hurry up, kicks.
There.
There we go, right?
There it goes.
Keep going, Holiday.
No, you get in there. I love it. Get in there. We need a woman in there. Come on.
Bring us a mask. Bring us a. Come on. Come on, baby. Baby, that's it.
Go ahead, come, bring it in, bring it in. She brought it in.
Yeah.
She's so
Do
I fucking in.
I just do the sign all night?
Go in, brother. Go in.
I will do that. I will do that shit.
Definitely. Make sure you get it from here out.
Okay, I got you, man. Smile.
Get on this
I
side.
did.
Smile, bitch.
There you go. There you go.
It's coming out of him.
Dude, I love it because he's like, smile. Oh.
Is that really a song now?
What?
The whole smile?
One time.
Totally time.
Really? What
I
time?
haven't, and I only heard it because my daughter, yeah, Jasmine.
I think said once. What's your name again?
It was Jasmine.
Elsie?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh my god, that was hilarious, man. Oh, this was fun.
This was a really good episode, and I really dig the energy. It was good.
Hey, Joe, this briefcase don't got a key, man? You gave me some shit that don't open?
It's in the 3 zeros.
3-0. Oh, you gonna put the 3-0?
How hard is that?
Bang!
Oh,
Look at that.
Look.
That's
Look at
real.
all your stuff. Look, you got weed in here. Stop.
What the fuck? Stop. What the fuck? This guy's got chalk in here?
Look. This is
I'm
for
about
you.
to get
This is your
pulled over.
condo.
They're
This is
gonna think
condo.
this.
Condo.
They're gonna think it's heroin in there.
Look here. I gave you this
I
for a reason.
gotta drive home.
You can put all your shit in here. You know?
That's what I'm doing.
He goes, Joe, doesn't it open?
Yeah.
This is great content.
It's been
Bruh,
created
for
in
us,
50
this
bucks.
I'm telling you. No, it's actually been in the
After show.
car for about a week.
Love it.
Is it a week? When did we do that last episode? Oh man, 2 weeks ago.
Last week, yeah.
Damn. Fuck, what do we got in here?
Don't forget your flag.
The flag. Don't forget the flag.
The comparison.
Don't forget. That's for holidays parting gift.
Hey, he's the first guest that gets the gift.
Yeah, right?
He's the first
Shit.
one.
Yeah, really.
You worked for it.
He did work for it. He did.
He went through it.
He did.
Hey, Vargas, don't forget your flag, brother.
He ain't taking no Confederate flag.
You're not. Hey,
Keep in
give
check.
him something.
I'm gonna give him something. You
He
ready?
promoted. He
Bullet.
promoted the show.
Yeah, I love this guy. I'm gonna give him a flag, a Confederate flag. You Colombian or Puerto Rican? Colombian. You're telling me he's half Colombian, Puerto Rican? You don't even know your friend. Freaking guy, what's wrong with him? He's half Puerto Rican. He's half Puerto Rican. He's Colombian.
All right, yo, internets, we out. That's it. Ending stream on.